question, please raise your hand.
Hello. Congratulations on the win tonight, and congratulations for the signing of Victor Gyökeres.
Thank you.
Now you have two signings, two strikers on your reserve, Kai and Victor. Do you have a plan to pair them together, or do you have a clear starting striker in mind? And how are you going to balance the game time between them?
Yeah, we do have plans. We do have a lot of options, and we are increasing the quality of the squad and the depth of the squad with all the signing that we've done. We are super happy to have Victor, obviously, with us. Yeah, it's been a long journey to get him over here. He's been incredible because it's very clear from the beginning where he wanted to play and how passionate I felt him from day one when we first spoke. And you can see the boys, you can see the environment as well. Very excited with his arrival.
Thank you, Jordan.
Hi.
Just talking about, you were linked with a lot of strikers during the summer. Was Victor always the standout candidate for you to bring in?
Yeah, well, we cannot talk about how the processes work, but it's a decision that we take between all of us, starting with ownership, then the board, then Andrea and all the scouting department, and ultimately myself, and we're very clear and the talent that we identify early in the window. But actually, to deliver it is something very, very, very different, and I think the club is done incredibly well. Andrea and his team, they've been absolutely fantastic, and so early in the window, we already have the reinforcements that we wanted.
And just to check, will he be training tomorrow, and then will he be in contention to play against Spurs on Thursday?
Well, I think he hasn't had a single training session with the team since the last game with Sporting when they became champions. So we will assess him tomorrow. He's done all the medicals, everything is looking good, but to get him up to speed with the right levels of fitness, I think is very important. So we're not going to stop him. Obviously, we want him with us as quick as possible, but we'll have to assess, and the medical team will do that.
Hi, Mikel. You've obviously signed a few players already, but there seems to be a special level of excitement around Victor. Do you feel he can have that kind of transformative effect on the club? Is he that kind of signing?
Well, I hope so, and we had a few of them as well in this window, and that's what we want to create as well. That excitement internally, that competition, and those resources internally and externally. Yeah, we want our supporters as excited as possible, really believing what the team can deliver, creating again at the Emirates that special atmosphere, and all that is going to be super important for us to be successful.
And you talked about obviously wanting to add depth and quality. Are you still looking to add more, or are you kind of content with your numbers now?
Let's see, the market is still going on, and we'll have to balance that out the squad as well, and I think we will be open to see what happens.
And just one on Max, if I can. I know there's a responsibility to protect him and maybe not talk about him too much, but if he keeps doing that, it's going to be difficult, isn't it?
Yeah, it is special. Obviously, what he's done today against this team, in the time that he had on the pitch, it's something certainly not common to witness for a 15 years old. So we are extremely happy to have him. I think, again, the environment that is around him, his family, the people at the club and around the academy as well, super helpful because they put him into this position so early in his journey, having a real chance and real presence when he plays for the first team.
Hi, Mikel. Can I just ask for the reason why Mosquera wasn't in the matchday squad today?
Yeah, because he needs to start to pick up the fitness again with him. He played under 21 Euros, then he didn't really train with Valencia. Then that signing period was extended a little bit, and the conditions here are really tough, and it's a lot of information for him, a lot of physical demands that we put in, so we're going to have to manage him slowly.
And Calafiori coming off, what was the issue there with him?
Yeah, I have to go inside. He said that he felt a little tweak, so I don't know how big it is, but hopefully not.
Thanks.
Thank you.
We saw Martin Zubimendi start for the first time. He was quite competitive in the league. He was booking in the friendly. What do you think about his performance?
Very good. I think the demands that Newcastle puts on you, especially in midfield, with the kind of players and profiles that he had, I think he coped with it, with intensity, with the physicality, and he's so smart. He's one step ahead constantly. He can read situation. He can execute at higher speed, whether he has a space or not a space, and that's not a common thing to have in a play, especially when you are a midfield player.
Thank you. Then final two here and here.
Hi, Mikel. Paul Sebastiani from Sports Entertainment Network in Australia. Arsenal versus Newcastle. There was a bit of spice in this game today. There were challenges flying in, and yellow card was branded to Martin Zubimendi. How have you seen the rivalry develop between the two teams over the last 2 to 3 seasons?
No, I think it's not a friendly. I think they're a test, and I think you have to take this as an opportunity as well to raise the competitive level. And there are things that physically, obviously, we want to achieve, but there are things in terms of how we compete, how we understand the position, and that willingness to win, regardless where we are playing for. And I love the mentality of the team in that sense.
Thank you. Final question.
Hi, Mikel.
Hi.
Hope you're good. Victor Yoker has been well known for banging in penalties quite hard, and he's very good at it. Have you had any thoughts about him taking over the responsibility for Arsenal?
Well, I'm sure that he will step in if they allowed him to do, because as you say, he's been very consistently and scored many of those, but we have some other penalty takers, really good ones as well, so that they resolved it themselves, and if not, I will intervene in the right moment.
Perfect. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.